G'day, this is Eldon Zimmermann
And Mary.
We're from Meldonfield in Peterborough. You're most welcome to visit us if we're home.
You're in for a treat if you get to visit Eldon and Mary Zimmermann in Peterborough in South Australia and see their wonderful collection of miniature horse-drawn vehicles that they've created themselves, miniature heritage buildings and wonderful collection of tools that were used in the building and the maintenance of horse-drawn and bullock-drawn vehicles. Absolutely a great place to visit, and these two are a great lot of fun.
Hey,
Lift your chin up so the sun's on your
behave
face.
yourself. Don't you take advantage of me now. Hey,
I've got all that.
hey! My great-grandfather came here in 1870, came here from Kapunda to Peterborough, and this was all of his farm. He named it Petersburg, and this was his farm. He then subsequently sold it to the railways.
What year was it?
1870.
1870.
That's when he came, yeah. 1895, he had a lot to do with the location and siting of the railways through Peterborough, and he had a lot to do with this old station. 1895, hence the reason that Mary and I built it.
Beautiful heirloom. Fantastic. And you got the bricks and rocks from where?
From the original dump site.
Right.
Where it was dumped, they blew it up. They didn't want it anymore, so they blew it up, and everything's the original. Stone, brickwork, timber.
Yep.
The only thing we didn't use from the original was the glass from the windows. That was too smashed.
Yeah, marvellous. Fantastic work, buddy.
Good on you.
Cheers, beautiful workmanship.
Original garden seats, they were 12 feet long. The whole building is 12 scale, so hence that's 12 inches long.
Yep.
The originals we found in the mayor's backyard. That's Peterborough's mayor's backyard. So we
Copied them.
built them exactly as they were.
Marvellous.
And then they were originally made by A. Simpson and Sons, Adelaide.
What about this trolley?
And this is the old porter's cart,
Yep.
the luggage cart as of the porter. We found the original, and that is built as the original. Same number of leaves in the springs, same everything. So that's rotted and decayed up here and just up from the caravan park. So that's then the porter's luggage cart.
Beautiful. And the old ticket box in there, I was just coming close on that. Where they used to buy the tickets. Great. Now, printer's plate, aluminium roofing.
That's it. This is the little roller that we built to make the corrugations for our roof for the railway station. This is the offset printer's plate, and that was the roll. It was an old hand wringer that we cut the rubber rolls out of it, welded 316 rod top and bottom, and then that made for our corrugations for our roof.
That's great. For your roofer.
That's a piece of the original old veranda post for the railway station, and we've cut all of the miniature veranda posts from it and made it exactly the way they were built.
Beautiful.
That's
That's amazing.
So,
Woo! And people can walk all the way around it, can they?
yeah.
I love that. Brickwork. Chimneys. Fantastic. Oh, wow. Even got the dunnies out the back.
Yeah, no roof. Never had one ever.
Oh, it didn't have one.
No. No, it's exactly as it was.
Well, I like the way you've got it all up at eye level.
Well, you've got to see under the verandas. That's
Yeah.
because the verandas have got to yet to go. The red bricks are from the original bricks. They were handmade here 120 years ago, so we cut them as miniatures from the originals. There's just on 10,000 red bricks in there, all mass produced one at a time. There's 208 bricks in each chimney. But no idea how much stone's in it.
Talk again.
They're the miniature bricks, as they were, all hand cut from the original bricks. This is what we call quality control. Every brick went through that for its sizing.
Wow.
So that our people here in Peterborough know that each brick is exactly the same size, irrespective of what they might think.
Beautiful.
This is the trowel that did that laid all the mortar for the bricks and the stone and the railway station. Still in exceptionally good order, except the clutch slips a bit on it. But otherwise it's quite original. But the total thing weighs 1.5 tons. We know because we lifted it in the other day. 9 blokes to lift it in.
Is it all one piece?
No, it's in 2 pieces.
Wow. Fantastic job. Yeah, so that'll be a real treasure for the whole town to enjoy.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah.
When you enter the showroom at Meldonfield, you can see all the wonderful works of art and craftsmanship in the wagons, the dolls, the little figurines, and Eldon has miniaturised many types of wagons over the years, from the old traders through the gypsy wagons. He's miniaturised ploughs, the cob and coaches, and he also has an incredible display of tools.
But that's tools of trade relative to the industry of which we miniaturise. It's nowhere near a full collection of tools because you'd have to have a 20-acre paddock to hold them.
All of Eldon's models have been miniaturised on original plans. There's the horse-drawn tram from Victor Harbour, the old Cooper's dray. You see the little horse-drawn organ there as well. Eldon hasn't missed a trick in getting a lot of Australian early history into miniaturised form. He also has a wonderful collection of lamps hanging in his showroom area.
That they were prepared to.
That's Davis Singlet there.
This one here.
Here's the Hawker, Alice Springs, Longreach, Darwin when the telegraph line went through. Old Davis, he's the one in the turban.
The beard.
Born, he and 4 brothers born at Maree.
Yeah.
Always in bare feet. They reckon he was that tough that if a snake bit him, the snake would be dead in 10 minutes. But that's dear old Davis.
Yeah.
This is rabbit traps. A very, very brilliant rabbit trap, this one. Very efficient trap. The size rabbits that caught are no longer in existence, so it's cleaned them all up. But they all work completely. This one, these are the tabletop drays. The original of that, my great-grandfather bought from Kapunda to here with his goods and chattels, 1870. And it's still, the original is still lying up here in our caravan park.
the horse would walk away and load the bag. There would be a gentleman standing up on the dray and he would take it on his shoulders and he would load it on the dray step by step, gradually building it up till they had the full amount on.
They are the Glenmorgans. They were Welsh. They were fully steam bent. They're a Welsh sheaved hay wagon. It's all steam bending. These are the little shafts that the horses fit to. So they're all steam bent to their appropriate shapes. This is just a simple jig that we're able to twist and steam it into place with this little steam gun. And then steam running through there fixes it to shape. That's the bow from the bow wagon. The reason for steaming it is that that's the shape of the bow that we need, but the grain of the timber is running around within that bow. If you'd used the bandsaw to cut that out, you would have cut through the grain, weakened the timber, and to a coach builder, that is an absolute no-no. Not on. These are hungry boards, steamed into shape in a simple jig and a simple mould as that. So that shrinks it into shape. What we do is simply soak that, can you get down there? Soak that in water in that PVC pipe that's down there.
Yeah, you got that.
Soak it in water overnight. Unless we've got water restrictions, then we've got to soak it in scotch. But it's a lot better, a lot more fun. That then is stressed into shape, wet, locked and pressured into its shape in this vise. Just pressured as such, and then steamed with this steam gun. Through there, turn it over, and then steam it through there and through there. But shift your hand because it's hot. These are hungry board.
Do you leave it to dry overnight or something?
No, just a couple of minutes. Steam's dried it. All the steam does is dry the moisture that it absorbed the night before. That's a hungry board frame that sits and strengthens the hungry board as such. These are just mud guards for wagons.
And this over here is all the little people for the railway station.
Oh, isn't that going to be good?
So they're all little people waiting to go on the railway station. Not sure about this little fella. Something's upset him badly. I think he's got a job he's got to do that he doesn't really want to do, but he's going to have to do it.
This is Eldon's great storage of tools and wonderful.
They're all silly.
Brought them all from his school workshop. Is that where you started model building, that school?
Yeah. Model building.
And show me these wheel patterns. Tell me about them wheel patterns.
There's 40 wheel patterns up there. That controls the shape, sizes, diameters, cambers, everything to do with our wheels. All of our horse-drawn vehicles are made exactly as the wheelwrights coach builders built them, but they are made to miniature. This is the wheelwright table, and these are the wheels built exactly the way that they were built. From original fellies that enabled us to get the rim from. This is the waste piece that comes out of the middle. That leaves us the rim with the fellies in place. This is the spoke assembly. They're all hand whittled, inlaid into the nave as they were, all splayed up from the nave or the hub. That enabled the wheel then to be able to get a controlled camber on the wheel. So the wheel was angled or cambered so that that bottom middle spoke was straight to the ground. That's where it could carry the weight. If the wheel was square, that spoke would be angular to the axle and would not hold the load. But by the splayed wheel, that enabled the wheel to be driven up onto the axle all of the time. Then those assemblies fitted together. This is significant of the old, the three big old rollers that used to lie in front of the wheelwright or blacksmith shop. This is the steel that was used to make the tyre. This of course is in miniature. That broke the back of the steel, rolled it to a circle, and then that circle made the tyre. We simply silver solder those together, put it on that little stove, there's a little stove over there hot, and heat that rim until it expands, then drop the wheel into it, pull it aside and let it shrink on. Then that saves us telltale nails, screws, glues and all of that type of thing to hold the tyre on. Once that tyre is shrunk on, the whole wheel assembly is held together. The inlaid spokes that we spoke of earlier, and that is the shrunk on steel tyre that made up the wheel assembly. This is a recess to get the pin, to pull the pin to take the wheel off. Then they shoot a kangaroo, sheep or an emu, boil the suet out of it and pour the fat over the axles, grease and oil change, another 1,000 miles. Being the world record for one of these tabletop machines was 32 tonne, 407 bags of wheat, 15 horses, 1923 on wood wheels. That's our hobby, is the ability of those old engineers that could do then with wood what we still can't do today. We're open most days. Just check with our website and follow the directions.
If you go to Peterborough SA website, groups are welcome.